Hey guys, it's me, Lexarito, and today I'm going to be doing a character design. I hope you guys enjoy! I've never technically made an OC before unless you count my persona as an OC, so I worked really hard on this drawing to hopefully make it turn out pretty good, and thankfully I think it did just that. At first, I was just going to make this OC elf-like, but later decided to make it a goat-like creature, which I think overall turned out really good. For this first concept drawing, I decided that I was going to do a close-up so that I could really see what I was going to make the face in the final drawing look like. Here, as you can see, I'm adding the horns to make it look more like a goat. For the face, I decided that I was going to give the nose a sort of animal-like look so that it would correspond with the rest of the character design. I kind of avoid drawing long hair, but I think that this hair turned out surprisingly decent. Tell me what you guys think. For the clothes, I decided I was going to have a over-the-shoulder shirt with some straps. I also added a cute necklace. After that, I just added some quick shading and we can get on to the full body concept sketch. Since this was just going to be a sketch to show the body type and the clothing, I decided I wasn't going to work as hard on making the face look like the same person and instead just worry about the body. I decided I was going to give this person a slim body type with an average height. For the clothes, I wanted to make it slightly more detailed and show more about what the outfit was going to look like. I ended up making the shirt a sweater dress, and I think that turned out pretty good, especially in the final design. Here, I'm adding more detail and shading to get ready for the final character sheet. As you can see here, I was thinking about adding some sort of decoration to the knees, but later, as you will see, I end up not doing that. For the character sheet, I'm doing a full body so that we can really see what the character looks like, so I can look back on it when I do different drawings of this person. I started by making a base for the character, keeping her unique characteristics in mind. I kept the outfit remotely similar to the concept sketch, shortening the dress a little bit. After finishing up on the legs, I start doing the sleeves and hands. As you can see, I continuously look back at the concept sketch, trying to keep it similar to the original idea. While I do think it's important to make multiple thumbnails and put your ideas down on paper, or in this case, iPad, I really liked my original idea, and while that's not exactly an excuse, I just wanted to go with my gut. Now that I finished her face and some other details, I'm going to start working on the hair and horns. Like on the close-up of the face concept sketch, I really like how this hair turned out. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I already love this character. After finishing the hair, I add the horns and change the whole sketch to the same color so I can get ready for the character info. I don't know the exact brush that I use for line art, but I use a pencil brush of some sort in Procreate, and I kind of go back and forth between different pencils, so even if I were to tell you, it wouldn't really matter because I switch all the time. For the character info, I decided to name her Blossoms, have her be 14, have the zodiac of Pisces, and yes, I know I did that sign wrong, but don't come at me, my brain does not work sometimes. Have the favorite color of green, have pronouns she, her, and be kind-hearted. On to the line art. Here I was testing different pencils and different colors. I went with a brown color, and honestly I have no clue what pencil I used. I just tried basically all of them and then was just like, yeah, sure. For me, I like to make a detailed sketch, so when I do the line art, I change little to nothing from the sketch, but I do try to make it look a little better. For the most part, I only change the sleeves, making them bigger and making the feet stand out a little more. I think I like the feet flatter better, but I do like how the sleeves turned out. After adding some small details like hatching, I was done with the line art. For the colors, I decided to make her main color tan with an accent color of sea green. After finishing up the base colors for the drawing, I start working on the cell shading. Even though I know there are better ways to do cell shading, I personally like to take that color that I'm shading and make it slightly darker. I have tried other cell shading methods, but in the end, I still think that this one is the best for me personally. After I'm done with cell shading, I like to move on to soft shading using a soft airbrush tool. After adding her info, the character sheet is done. Now I'm going to work on the finished illustration, looking back at the character sheet to make sure that I accurately make this character look like the same person. For her face expression, I decided to give her a sort of straight mouth look, but since I can't really make that with her like uwu mouth, I decided to just try to make it not curve up as much. I also curved her ears down. Not exactly to be sad or anything, but to be in like deep thought, I guess. I don't know, I just thought it looked cool. At first, I just positioned her hands up to be all kawaii and stuff, but later I decided to make her hold something. I had two ideas, a fish, since she's a Pisces, or a gem. I ended up going with a gem because this character is not supposed to be a zodiac as a person design, because otherwise I would not have made it like a goat, so I decided to make it hold a gem instead. For line art, again, I have no clue what I used. I think I used the same as the concept sketch, but I could have changed it. I really don't know, I just pick whatever looks good. I do know that I go back and forth using a technical pen and a hard airbrush for coloring in though. I just like the hard airbrush because it can get bigger than the technical pen can, but I like both of them for coloring in because I can get like a smooth line. After adding line art, I thought that something looked off, so I found out that the head was too tall or something, so I just shortened that up and I think it turned out pretty good. I don't know if you can notice, but here I changed the hatching from inside the hair floofs in the ears to the inside of the ear. For the colors, I kept everything the same as the concept sketch. And since we couldn't see her legs or eyes, we couldn't really see that bright sea green color, so I decided to make the gem that color. After that, I move on to cell shading and soft shading, doing it the same way I did the character sheet. Her design was looking pretty good, but I thought something was missing, so I decided I was going to add a little bit of a glow look to the gem, which in the end I think turned out pretty good and added a nice feature to the drawing. And here's the finished drawing. I really like how this turned out, and I hope you guys think so too. Follow me on Instagram to see exclusive drawings and new video hints. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and hit that notification bell to get notified when I make a new video. And like to see more videos like this.